Hello, I am Dietrich McMillan, attorney with Legal Aid of North Carolina. And it is my pleasure today to come to you and speak with you concerning the American Rescue Plan Act concerning the 2021 Child Tax Credit. So welcome. I hope you get a lot of information that you can use on determining whether or not you are eligible for the Child Tax Credit for 2021. Let's begin. First, let's talk about what is the American Rescue Plan. The American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 is designed to facilitate the United States recovery from the devastating economic and health effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. The American Rescue Plan allocates money for vaccines, schools, small businesses, as well as anti-poverty programs, such as the expanded child tax credit that we will talk about today. Again, our focus today is only on the expanded child tax credit of 2021. What is the child tax credit? The child tax credit is a tax benefit granted to American taxpayers for each qualifying dependent child. It decreases the taxpayer tax liability and is considered as a refund of taxes that you have paid. Let's discuss what's the difference with the 2021 child tax credit under the American plan. Back in 2020 and prior years, there was a limit of $2,000 for each child under the age of 17 at the end of the year. And generally, most people access this credit when they filed their annual tax return. So what's new for 2021? You will now have an increase of up to $3,600. That is, if you have a child between the age of 6 to 17, you may receive a maximum child tax credit of $3,000 for each child. If you have a child under the age of 6, you may receive a maximum credit of $3,600 for each child. The great news about this is that this is the first time in U.S. history that the IRS is making partial payments of a tax credit in advance. So for 2021, beginning July 15th, taxpayers can receive 1/2 of the child tax credit made in monthly payments of up to $300 if the child is a certain age, beginning July 15th through December 2021. The other half of the tax credit will be paid when the taxpayer files his or her taxes in 2022 for the tax year of 2021. If you have not filed, then don't worry, there is an option for you, and we'll discuss that later. The United States government will use, or the IRS will use, the 2019 or 2020 tax return to determine if you should benefit for the tax payment that they are going to start rolling out on July 15th. Now, in order to receive the child tax credit, you must meet 3 types of eligibility requirements, and you must meet each one. There is the income requirement, the relationship requirement, and other related child requirements. Let's go over briefly these 3 requirements. First, we will start with the income eligibility requirement. For the full benefit, your adjusted gross income in 2021 must be under $150,000 for married filing jointly, $75,000 for single filers, and $112,000 if you're filing head of household. As you make more money above these limits, the amount you will receive will be phased out. In 2021, The tax year eligibility will be calculated using your 2019-2020 income. If you are not required to file and you have not filed 2019 or 2020 tax return, again, no worries. The IRS has provided a tool for you to go onto their website and complete a non-filer application. And we'll give information later as to how to access that information. Next, you must also meet the relationship eligibility requirement. The following children can qualify for the child tax credit if they are related to you in the following manner. It is your son or daughter, and this includes adopted children, your stepchildren, your stepbrothers, your stepsisters, half brothers and half sisters, foster children, your grandchildren, your nieces, your nephews, and any direct descendant or child of any of the above. Now, again, remember, you must have all three of the eligibility requirements to meet. So we've so far gone over the income, and now you have the relationship. So now let's go to other related child eligibility requirements. You must also meet the other related child eligibility, and that the child must be under age 18 as of December 31st, 2021. The filer must have provided at least half of the child's support during the last year. The child must have lived with the filer for at least 6 months out of the year, and the child must have a valid Social Security number. Again, a quick recap. You must meet all three eligibility requirements: income, relationship, and the other related child eligibility requirements in order to receive child tax credit. Now, how do you receive these monthly payments in advance? Again, if you've already filed your 2019 or 2020 tax return, you have nothing else to do. The government will use, the IRS will use those tax returns to determine your eligibility for the child tax credit. Upon determining such, the money will be direct deposited into your account as it is indicated on your last return. Or if there is no account information, the check will be mailed to you at the address that is on your return. You do not have to refile the 2019 or 2020 return or do anything further to receive the advance payment. If you are not required to file 2019 or 2020 tax returns, again, you can go to the non-filers tool on the irs.gov website. If you decide that you do not want these monthly payments of up to $300 and you prefer to wait until you actually file your tax returns in 2022 for the tax year 2021, you can opt out. Meaning you can tell the IRS, do not send me any advance payments at this time. And you can go to the irs.gov website, click on the button for child tax credit. Then it will give you this hyperlink on the next page and you click on that hyperlink. Once you click on that hyperlink, it will bring you to a page that gives you options. It will give you a manage payment option, and this is where you can unenroll to stop getting advance payment. Also, you can check to see if you're enrolled here, or you can provide updated information concerning your bank account or mailing address. Again, we talked a little bit about if you did not or if you were not required to file 2019 or 2020 tax returns. And if you were not required, this is where you will go to file or submit your information so that you can receive the advanced tax credit. You do not have to have earned income, but you do have to have those 3 eligibility requirements that is stated. You can also check to see if you're eligible if you are not quite sure. You may also go directly to the irs.gov Child Tax Credit 2021 page, and this will bring you up these 3 options. If you need more information, you can always visit the irs.gov website page and click on the Child Tax Credit button. Or if you need assistance filling out and filing your tax returns, there is free help for you if you meet the income eligibility requirements. And it is free online to do it yourself at irs.gov/freefile. You can also request taxpayer assistance from a volunteer, our VITA program, and you can access and find the closest one to you at irs.treasury.gov/free-tax-prep. You also must be income eligible for this service, and someone will speak with you to that before beginning the process. Last, if you are 50 or older, there is also free tax help through aarp.org/tax help. That ends our presentation today, and thank you for joining us. Again, I am Attorney Dietrich McMillan, Managing Attorney of the Legal Aid Office of North Carolina in Durham, North Carolina. If you need help with any other civil matters that we do, please contact our helpline at 1-866-219-5262 or visit us online at www.illegalaidnc.org. Best wishes.